So your angry tweets should go out to me, but I'm not going to give you my handle.
Yeah, you can angry tweet me too. No, she's been so active, and one of the things that you're looking for as a number 9 striker type, is she going to be that traditional or a little bit of a hybrid? And she likes to come back in the midfield, right, and make plays happen too. But she'll also do this, as she tries to slip in behind. The ball gets cut out by Rzuski. But Tophat now gaining some momentum. Jumbo. Houston. And cut out by O'Grady, who's all the way on the other side now. And the last 5 minutes here of the first half, and this is maybe something that you would expect to happen. It's a third game of a short weekend, and it gets hard. It gets hard to play in these, and this is where maybe those mental mistakes can start to take place.
And that's where I think if you're Tophat, you kind of want to push the envelope a little bit in these last 5 minutes. What can you do to build the momentum and really get on top of LA Galaxy San Diego? And if you are the California side, you just want to see this half out. You've been playing really well, really smart, and you want to go into the break with that feeling.
Patience from LA Galaxy San Diego, who Coach Dugan said the best thing about this team is their team unity, the way that they are a cohesive unit, and they don't have any players on the national team right now, but the best player is the team itself. And I really enjoyed that he said that. Thought it really, and watching them now, you can really sense that, right? How they're all fighting for one another. Rzuski looks forward, it gets cut out. And one back here by Tophat. Nice dribbling. Foul on Thomas. Lopez connects. Thomas dribbles centrally. It's a good dribble. She has a Jumbo on the far side. She'll connect back to Lopez. Zimmerman with options in front of her. Shores leaves it, and Della Peruta couldn't quite time that one correctly.
It's a great step in by DeHaan because the overlap was coming for Tophat.
Pritch. Zimmerman with a huge header. Gets fouled by Yates, who just undercuts her, didn't really mean to. Chloe Yates has been with this LA Galaxy San Diego club for 9 years, and it's a common thing you've seen with this team. You talk about unity, but a lot of these players have played with the club since they really started playing soccer.
Yeah, some of them since the age of 7, and you can just see that they really do understand each other. And the other thing is that they have that belief. This is the kind of team that will look at all the stats on paper and everything and say, nah, none of that really matters. We can win every game we step into.
Right now they're 6th nationally. They're in the Southwest Division, and they sit number 2 there. 74 now goals for the LA Galaxy San Diego team. I keep wanting to switch LA and San Diego. I'll get it right, guys, sorry. LA Galaxy San Diego, there we go. And a big tackle on Della Peruta. She earns a free kick, and this is a good spot. It looks like it's Lopez there, standing over the ball.
And this is one of those kind of awkward positions where if you're going to hit it, you have to get a lot of power on it. But other than that, all you can really do is either scoop it toward the penalty spot or toward the back corner of the 6, and you have to get it absolutely right or else it's too deep.
Smith goes for goal. It takes a little bit of an awkward bounce. And Savannah Tavares dives on it to make the save.
It was well hit by Smith. Does a really good job to get it up and then over and gets it to bounce in front of the keeper, which is so dangerous. But Savannah Tavares did a great job to get across her line and make the save at full stretch. Oh, that's a really well hit ball.
Yeah, it was really nicely hit. Smith stepped up. She almost told Lopez. You could see Lopez a little bummed she didn't get to take the shot, but Smith knew what she wanted to do. There's Zimmerman. Good run through. But Jumbo, she loves that slicing run, and I could see why. Zimmerman picked her out from way far before, and the two were running in the same direction. It was a good build-up by them. They win the ball back. Shores looking for something here is Tophat right at the end of the first half. Lopez won't make it through to Njumbo, and that's going to be the first 40 minutes. It's a goal in the second minute by Lily O'Grady. That's the difference here, as LA Galaxy San Diego are on top of Tophat after the first 40.
Oh, it's a great first half from both teams. I think LA Galaxy San Diego got that early goal and did a wonderful job then of making the right decisions, very incisive with their passing, and a very good job defensively. But this is a Tophat side that has really grown into this game, has created some openings, and so we're in for a very, very good final 40 minutes.
Exactly what I was thinking. Those last few minutes there for Tophat are giving you some excitement about what we're going to see. Here's the goal. LA Galaxy San Diego on top of Tophat, 1-0 at the halftime. We'll be back for the second 40 minutes in a few minutes.
Cool. Three's down. I know how you feel.
Welcome back to Dick's Sporting Goods Park at this Girls DA Showcase. We've got a good match on our hands. LA Galaxy San Diego on top of Tophat 1-0 at the half. And Mark, we saw a good first half from both teams, and Tophat seemed to be riding a little bit of momentum going into half. What do you think the adjustments are at halftime as they approach the second 40 minutes?
I think for Tophat, it's just play the ball a little bit quicker, and I know that they love to be direct, but they're also very adept at playing through the thirds, and I think move the ball from side to side, get a couple quick 5 to 10 yard passes, see if you can create those spaces and then play that ball through. You got Ojamba and Della Peruta and Shores who can make those runs through. Let's open up that space to give it to them. For LA Galaxy San Diego, I think it's more the same. Stay compact, be smart, and be simple, but have a bit more of a push in the final third.
LA Galaxy San Diego get us underway. Last 40 minutes for both these teams in this showcase here. Good dribble right away. Saunders finds the far side. It's Cole. She earns a corner kick. Nice intensity right away from Galaxy San Diego. For San Diego, they continue to attack too after they scored that goal. Is that going to be important to this game too? Just continue to try to create things going forward?
Absolutely. You don't want to park the bus for 68 minutes, let alone 40. And so to continue to go forward and create chances and just play the game rather than hang on for a win. Like we said, this age, it's not all about the result. And so continue to work on what you've been working on.
In-swinger towards the near post, and a good hold by Solomon. She comes out hard to the near post to take that one in. This corner kick was sent into a nice spot, but maybe a little too easy there for Solomon.
Yeah, a bit high of a trajectory on the ball, and if you're going to play it toward the near post, you need it to be a bit low, more of a line drive, and something where a player can get across the face of the keeper. Otherwise, it is going to be catching practice at the near post.
Zimmerman comes across to win that one. Good step to take the ball off of Ojamba. Flicked across the front of the goal and just cleared away by Tophat. Galaxy San Diego bringing some pressure here in these first few minutes. In the first half, they had already scored by now. So we're already in the 3rd minute of play.
The early goal just always changes the complexion of a game. All of a sudden, the momentum's a little bit different, shifts a little bit different. That's what Tophat had yesterday, where you score and all of a sudden you're starting the game right on the front foot.
Shores looks to connect through the middle of the field. Della Peruta was hounding the center back in Rzuski, but couldn't quite pick it back up. Excuse me, that was Knudsen.
And what a flick that was from Knudsen, just over her head. 2 players barreling down on her. To be a center back, you have to be so calm under pressure, and she certainly was there. And center backs have to be probably some of the most intelligent players out on the field. And so many teams at the professional level, so many managers will build their teams around center backs.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most important piece for them.
And we're seeing that spot really evolve over the last few years of becoming, yes, you're an intelligent player, but you got to be able to play out of the back and create things like Knudsen did just there, comfortable on the dribble.
And not only that, but the big thing now is, can you also step into the midfield, not only to create pressure on the defensive side, but on the offensive side to create overloads.
Good step there. Saunders finds Pritch. Headed up by Paolini. We'll see if San Diego Galaxy San Diego continue to attack down that right side if we see a little bit more of Paolini here on the left side this half. She didn't get much of the ball that second half. We've been there, right? Playing an outside position and saying, hey guys, what about me? That was me all my youth.
Once had a coach tell me, you're going to make runs up and down that wing the entire game, and 95% of the time you won't get the ball, but that 5% you better be ready for it. And the one time you don't make that run is the one time they're going to pass it.
Right.
And sometimes it's a thankless task, but it definitely has to be done.
Yeah.
I think the wing and the outside back positions, though, have just become so much more involved in the modern game, with not only the overlaps but the underlaps as well, and the inverted wingers. I think it's a much more fun position to play than it was back in the day when it really was just sprinting up and down the touchline.
Good pressure by Pritch. She makes it difficult for Tophat, and they just send it out of bounds. And Tophat comfortable trying to play out of the back. But it's that, when is it maybe just the time to play, and when is it the time to try to see if you can find Della Peruta and just hold the ball and push your lines up?
And that's something we may see getting into the final 15 minutes. Perhaps they're a bit more direct. I think the time to do it is when it's on. If it's on, go for it always, but never just send the ball long for the sake of sending it long. And I think that's what these girls are learning by trying to play out of the back. And, you know, we talk about development and wanting to do it and doing it even when it's tough, but the fact of the matter is that at the professional level, they're doing the exact same thing. I watched the Spirit a few days ago, and in their game, every time they got the ball, they rolled it out to the center backs, no matter what the situation was. So they're not just doing it for the sake of doing it. There's an application that goes all the way to the very top.
Ball won back here by Tophat. Shores has Della Peruta. Good run. And well played by Knudsen. She reads the angle well and disrupts that run by Della Peruta. It's been a good, interesting battle between those two and also Rzuski.
Yeah, one of the things that is you see a great job to come across and a very heavy collision there.
Ball sent all the way over. Ojumbo is going to get there. Looks to face up her defender. Has Houston looking for a Meg. Nearly got it, but she wins the throw-in. Now Tophat has numbers forward in attack. Looking to change the score line right now. Ojumbo, Della Peruta, heavy touch, and just cleared away by Galaxy San Diego. And it looks like our center official Estrada called a foul there right in the middle of the box.
And I was just about to say it, but I wanted to let it play out, is that Knudsen and Rzuski are doing a great job of passing Della Peruta and knowing when that each one needs to pick her up and when to let her go.
Pritch connects. Ellie Davidson is in the match now, number 2 for LA Galaxy San Diego.
For LA Galaxy San Diego, it's going to be more of, once we get the ball, can we keep it? The first 2 to 3 passes are there, but passes 4 and 5 as they get further on, that's where Tophat's beginning to take over, and that's where they could start to really grab a handle on this game.
Down the left side, cross into the box. Good header away, but it's not out of danger yet. What a turn and a dribble. Ojumbo off the side netting.
It wasn't a bad hit from Ojumbo at all. Why not? Everybody's expecting that ball back across. Try and catch the keeper unawares at the near post. been really impressed with the Jumbo's play this afternoon.
And she's just been so smart getting into these key areas of the field. Here, solid strike. Hits the top corner of the side netting. On the outside of the goal, though. She was wishing it kind of would have gone in the middle.
Yeah,
but you mentioned this in the first half, though. From that angle, do you have to go across the face of goal?
I think unless you can pick it out, you should try, but it depends on the positioning of the keeper. It's a lot easier to say up here in our perch than it is to do in the heat of the moment when you have to make split-second decisions.
We know a thing or two, but we're not
You
down
do,
there.
I don't.
We're not down there making those decisions, right?
You were the professional player, right?
Good ball over. Paolini earns a corner kick. And thank you guys for joining us. We hope you're enjoying these featured games here, the spring showcase for the DA. I'm Jordan Angeli. That's Mark Serber. We're enjoying. We're trying to stay warm here. It's about 33 degrees in Colorado today. Both these teams have come to play. Here is LA Galaxy San Diego. Line up this corner kick. The ball goes in. Far post. Gets knocked around a little bit. Shot by Saunders. And a good looping ball to the back post. Well taken by Solomon.
Yeah, great job to hold on to that. There was a player prowling at the back post, ready to pounce, and Solomon did so well not to concede a rebound.
Solomon's made a couple of big plays where she just has to read her line correctly, come out, step to the ball. Here's another look at that.
A great block, first of all, and this I thought was a bit too deep, but ended up being dangerous. Would love to see that played a little bit further away from the keeper to force her to stay on her line and see if a LA GSD player can get there first.
You mentioned it, Cole there lurking at the back post. She was super active in the first half on the right side of the field. Tophat, though, getting a little bit more of the chances. Good ball in at Shores. Can she handle it? Takes a little too bouncy of a touch. Pops back out. Yellow jerseys in the box. There's a shot on frame, but nothing too dangerous there for Tavares.
Just good work to collapse once again, but I love the balls that Tophat are playing over the top, looking for the likes of Shores, looking for Jambo. And then right here, just a great job to sort her feet out. Lovely little move to get around O'Grady, and a good hit as well. I think once again, the keeper well stationed.
What a tackle. Smith comes in hard. Wins the ball. But it's that high press. Right after they lose the ball, Galaxy San Diego seems to be right on top of it again.
And they know that they're going to have to be industrious. They're going to have to outwork teams that move the ball well, so make sure that they're in the right positions. It's so much easier to just make that 5-yard sprint and get into the right position beforehand than it is to have to play catch up after.
Yeah, everybody would prefer a 5-yard run versus 60.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times players think like, oh, you know, that 5-yard run, I'm in a decent position, but they don't realize that the work they do before makes things better after. The better teams are the ones that anticipate and do the work beforehand rather than responding to the situation.
Good play here down the right side to find Houston. Houston can't connect with the Jumbo.
But it's just being in those spots before, and then instead of having to play catch up, you're able to get in and make those challenges rather than lunging for the ball.
Good move. Ball through. Quick transition here for Galaxy San Diego. Nice chop back. Players in the box, but nobody to connect to there. Good commitment to get forward, just the wrong pass in the end.
And you need to have somebody attacking that ball. And yes, that ball does need to come back, but as soon as that ball comes forward, you have to fly toward it and try and at least get something on it.
It's those situations too. It's all learning, right? And getting in that situation. Once you beat that first defender, you might have an opportunity to continue to dribble and then find that easier pass.
I think the first thing there is just getting your head up. Once you beat that first defender, get your head up for a split second, assess the situation, and by getting your head up, you'll know not only whether you need to dribble or cross, but in what area of the box to put the ball into. Reagan Lundstad has done an excellent job for Tophat since coming on as a substitute in the middle of midfield. Has shown some really nifty footwork as well. Perhaps a foul throw, but the play goes on. But not only that, but has also created some opportunities for shots as well from just outside the box.
Yeah, she's really pushing the tempo and the pace going forward. Showing us a couple of Maradona moves there in the middle, touching it around. A few defenders.
Yeah, I think one of the hardest moves to try in a game is the helicopter move. And she did two of them in quick succession. That little step on the ball and then roll over with the other foot. Tobin Heath is very good at pulling that move off.
What is Tobin Heath not good at is the question.
That's a good point.
But good adjustments from Tophat at the halftime. Lundstedt has been one of those additions, but they've just played with a little different of an intensity, especially going forward, trying to find some different passes, not everything from those through balls and oncoming runners on the far side, but once they stretch the back line, the ball is underneath as well, between the two lines of the defense and the midfield, and we've got some defending to do here. Their midfield and defenders just shift from side to side, and that's going to be an easy pick-off by Smith. She connects, but it's one right back. Good pressure from San Diego. LA Galaxy San Diego, quick to win. Nice feet. Play a jumbo. Della Peruta now. And they know they got to get a couple defenders to her when she has the ball, and they win it on the chop back.
And they've been very smart with it as well, as a great job to get in behind as be that second defender. So if that first defender is beat, you're able to recover. It's a good look at Haley Chamberlain, who's coming on.
Gonna come on, go to the left side. Looks as if they're gonna bring Stouty to right back. Chamberlain from Atlanta, 5'7". Went straight to the left side. You would think, hey, we got a lefty on our hands over there. The golden ticket, left outside back. Good dribble by Shores. But 3 LA Galaxy San Diego players right there to defend her. Quick transition, pressing forward. Galaxy San Diego on top of the box. Just bounces in. Saunders has had a couple goes at goal now.
Yeah, this is one of those where you want to say that you got to put that at least to the corner and make the keeper work, but at the other time, the other side of things, that is such a tough technique with the ball bouncing like that. To hit it as well as she did, to keep it down and on target, it was a really good effort from her. But if she can just get that away from the keeper and really test her, it could very well be 2-0. San Diego.
Had some funky spin on it too,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. So the fact that she was able to hit that and not have it skew well wide of goal or go all the way over into the next town here in Colorado was a really good job.
Lundstedt there. She's just adding a different flair to this game. She plays the ball with the outside of her right foot, bending into the run of Shores. Doesn't connect, but you can see the skill that she has and why she's been a part of some youth national teams. Far side now for LA Galaxy San Diego. The ball's going to be too long for Pritch, but she continues to hustle.
Yeah, Pritch has done some real yeoman's work up top. He's done a great job of being that first player, providing the pressure, and having everybody go off her cues. When she goes, that's when they know to press. And she's done a good job to put that back line under some duress.
Stouty connects to Wilson, and then all the way to the far side at Zimmerman. Got a little too much of the ground there. Looking to attack right away. Can Pritch get on the end of this? Not before Smith. Good read by the center back. Just patience, too, to connect. Find your outside back. Maybe a little too quick of a, or short of a pass. We're going to see another sub for LA Galaxy San Diego. It's going to be Paige Gardner coming in. For Ryan Cole. And Cole was dangerous in the first half, did a lot. Had a goal in the first game LA Galaxy San Diego played this showcase against Cincinnati DA. It was a 3-2 loss. Again, Coach Dugan was saying we just weren't ready for it. We weren't prepped and didn't handle the elements well, and he's got to be impressed with the way that his team has come out today and handled everything. Good, the far side's on. Gets played over there. Numbers in the box. Again, some great feet by Lundstedt. Shot over the frame. But good build-up and good aggressive play by Tophat.
Yeah, first ball, it needed to be played a little bit too closer, in the end a little bit too deep, but a great job to kind of rescue the situation. And great turn and little layoff here, and it's always hard when you have players coming at you to not only get that shot off before they converge, but to also keep that effort down. This is just 1 to 2 seconds a little bit quicker. The openings would have been there. Tophat still doing an excellent job of creating these chances and now
dangerous
winning
ball.
the ball off the press.
Yeah, dangerous ball into the middle of the field. O'Grady just disrupts the play for a second. Tophat will win it back. Jumbo turns, still has it. Shot! It's in! And who would have thought? Della Peruta, again, finding the back of the net. What a goal from her. You could sense it coming, Mark.
Yeah, and it's her 28th goal of the season, not her second, but it really was the work of Lundstedt first to keep that in, and then Ojumbo winning that ball, leaving it off for Della Peruta, and she saw the far post. Did a great job to swivel her hips, square it up, and get it toward the far post. There really nothing the keeper could do. And Tophat really deserved that for their industry in this game and for their endeavors and willingness to go forward. Some great enterprise, especially in the second half, and that's no more than they deserve.
They're not done yet. Here's Tophat getting back on the ball. They've come out with a different energy this second half. Ready to play a little bit more and build through the middle of the field. Here's Shores. Back to Wilson. Jumbo with another strong tackle. Plays it through. Stouty had runners, couldn't connect. But again, Tophat bringing the pressure.
And just a little bit too close to the keeper, but the right idea, the right runs, everything there, and it just takes one moment, as we've seen. You keep creating those chances, the goals are going to come.
Good touch here, in the box, toe poked, saved off the line. Oh my goodness, Paige Gartner trying to make a difference as she just came into the game and nearly had it there in the 65th minute.
It's just the way she brought that ball down to create that opportunity for herself was world class. Not only is she able to bring it down, but it's inside the defender to set herself up for that. Great job, though, by Solomon to come off her line and cut down the angle, and Gartner is just unable to lift it over her.
Good work by Solomon. Coming off a little bit, making herself big, but then her defenders to fill in behind her and make sure the ball off the deflection doesn't go in.
And also Solomon hasn't had a lot to do in this second half, and one of the things for keepers is how can you stay involved and be ready for that moment when it comes out of nowhere all of a sudden, and Solomon was certainly equal to the task.
Rzuski gets it taken off of her by Lundstedt. Knutson, though, wins it back and just sends it long, hoping to spring something. Gartner stretching, but a little too narrow there. There's no space in between the lines there to connect.
Well, the idea was there, but there's 40 yards of space in between that midfield and the offense. Why not just play that little ball out wide and build there?
Della Peruta chopping it up on the far sides. Goes, tips over the bar. What a good save by Tavares. Seems like Della Peruta is starting to feel a little swag up there.
And what a lovely solo effort this was, and just love the shot. A great save, though.
Tophat players all bunched at the back post. They start their runs. The ball comes in. Shores played away by O'Grady. Pritch holds it for a second. Now it's just kind of a scramble. But here's Gartner. And she's going to go. You hear her coaches yelling speed, pace. She chops it back. Good little touch in the end. Just to mix it up by Zimmerman. She's been solid defensively. Now Tophat might have a opportunity here on goal. Good recovery by DeHaan. End to end.
Oh, absolutely. And it was one of those things there where the Tophat needs to recognize the situation and go a little bit quicker. So they had a 2-on-1, but they slowed it down and allowed DeHaan to be able to get back and make that recovery. And I'm really excited to see Marina Downing come in. She runs a 12.7 100 meters in track. And so it'll be really interesting to see how she stretches this back line with her pace.
Now if we just hear speed, run, the coaches are telling Gartner that. I would imagine they're giving her those same info to Downing there too as she steps onto the pitch. Trying to make a difference here with just over 11 and a half minutes left in this one. There she is right away. Downing pressing. She goes straight up top, O'Grady. Marking in the center. Poked away by Paolini. Good read by Paolini. She picks it up. She can connect. Oh, what a turn by Pritch. Faces up. Oh, keep going. Downing. Turned around at the wrong time. Didn't know where the ball was going to go.
Excellent run, though. And the presence of mind to pick up the head and try and play that ball through.
It's just instinct. I was telling her to keep going. Couldn't help it.
No, you were right. You just didn't say it loud enough.
Oh, good touch here. A jumbo onto her left. Again, looking for that near post. Doesn't make anything of it, but she had 3 runners in the box with her.
Yeah, but what I will give her credit for is once she did get around Paolini, it was the next touch to make sure that Paolini couldn't recover. So she has the speed and the angle right here. Now watch this touch to get across her so that Paolini is nothing could do. The only thing she could do would be to bundle her over and win the penalty. Like you said, it was just that final ball that was missing.
Super dangerous. Della Peruta over there trying to save the ball. Nearly took some of those college coaches out in between the fields. The effort is not lacking on her end. And probably the big reason why she has so many goals to her name. 28 now. With a goal in this one, she evened it up in the 64th minute. And now it's been end to end. Chances on both sides. And just underneath the foot of Downing. Do you make any changes here, Mark, if for either one of these teams to figure out how to win this game, or you feel like it's a good matchup so far and both teams are executing?
Well, I think if you're Tophat, you keep doing the same thing.
Shores, what a dribble. Just nicked out of bounds.
If you're LA Galaxy San Diego, you have to dig deep in these last 8+ minutes and find that strength to get up and get more numbers into the attack. Yes, you want it to be balanced, but they're still only attacking with 2 to 3 at the moment, and that's allowing Tophat to come at them in wave after wave. If they can get a few more players into the attack, then they can create some more chances of their own. Otherwise, they're playing for the draw.
Lofty ball. Headed away over the far touchline, the near touchline on your screen. But the far in regards to where the corner kick was taken from. Good feet here. What a ball into the box. It's in a dangerous spot. It gets knocked down. Della Peruta. Again, it's a scramble. The ball stays in. Stouty connects to the far side. Great first touch to draw, or great passing touch to draw the foul there, and this is a dangerous spot for Tophat.
Well, so far, LA Galaxy San Diego has won these aerial battles. So take a look here, and just a nice little quick move. As the ball played in low will go all the way through to the keeper. This is not a bad idea to play that ball in though low, because the center backs have been winning most of those balls into the box.
Yeah, you just had mentioned that. That's a good point. And maybe just trying to get a little toe poke redirection on it, get all the players running towards a face of goal. It doesn't matter who it blocks off of, right?
Absolutely.
Della Peruta connects, and now it's Shores. She finds Della Peruta again. Wilson. Now it's Stouty.
I just love that Ajumba always wants to take players on, is always looking to beat them, has that confidence, that feeling that she's going to get by them every single time, and more often than not, she's right.
Yeah, her strength in her ability to tackle through players and win the ball on the other side. It doesn't have to be perfect all the time, right? For her, it's just she uses her strengths as her strengths. Been dangerous. Smith wins that one. Finds Lundstedt. Nice little shoulder feint by Lundstedt. A jumbo. Lundstedt, again, so swift on her feet. Back across the face of goal. Wilson dribbles, still Wilson. Wilson wants it, running through. Jumbo. Some sustained pressure here from Tophat.
A great job to hit the reset button and bring that center back into the attack.
Deflection. Dribble across the face of goal. Nothing pops open. Again, shot, but it's nothing too dangerous there from Tavares. That's Sarah Serta. She's been pretty active there up front, coming in and pushing Peruta, to the far side. Uh-oh, here's a dangerous ball. The Jumbo. Deflected, tipped off the bar, not cleared yet. And just a scramble there, it ends up going out for a corner kick. But nervy times there for LA Galaxy San Diego.
Yeah, Jumbo's first touch took her too far out wide, but then she made the right decision to put it across. And this is a beautiful ball fizzed across the face of the 6. And you see that even with no yellow jerseys around, it still caused a lot of problems. And then Shores was just unable to react to that rebound.
Ball sent in, a good in-swinger, dangerous spot. Just a big collision there. That ball by Lundstedt had some whip on it, which makes it so nice as an attacker. Easy to get on the end of it.
And it's one of those things where all you have to do is get your head on it, because the pace of the corner kick is going to be the pace that the ball goes toward goal coming off of your head. So you don't have to worry about the power, you just have to worry about the direction.
Headed straight up, O'Grady wins it. Pritch is gonna press. Now San Diego looking like they're on the front foot. Saunders, huge win for her. Taken away. Hitchcock just couldn't keep possession there. But Saunders has stepped in moments like that where LA Galaxy San Diego just need a little bit of that aggressive touch, and she's been able to provide that.
And she's done a great job of clogging the middle of the field as well.
Pritch. Through ball. Gartner couldn't get there. Gartner wins it back. An awkward tackle. Jumbo wins it in the end for Tophat. And a nifty little turn. Far side Shores. And there again, Saunders winning the ball, sensing the pressure. But too stretched for LA Galaxy San Diego. Hard for them to win the ball back.
They're doing such a great job of taking away the options, though, LA Galaxy San Diego.
Coming up on the final 2 minutes of this one. Both teams pressing, trying to be that difference. There's O'Grady in the first minute for LA Galaxy San Diego. And it took 62 minutes for Tophat to answer, but that they did. Della Peruta with her 28th goal of the year. Pretty incredible, showing up both of those players for their teams in big moments. Serta faces up, looking for an option. She'll get it again. Stouty has had a good game on both the right and the left back. She goes to Wilson. Della Peruta with a good run in the right seam. Just better defending by LA Galaxy San Diego to cut that one off. Downing. Gonna take some space and a big tackle by Wilson. You can tell there's a lot of mistakes happening because both these teams want to want to score, want to be a little bit more aggressive. Shores heads it straight up. O'Grady tries first time, doesn't connect, and now Tophat will look to recover it. But it's going to be LA Galaxy San Diego. Pritch has a runner. Pritch again, challenges, but it falls to Zimmerman. She'll clear it. Downing, good touch over the back line. She still has it. Downing, up and over the head of Gartner. She's going to keep it in. We'll see what she can do. Some good touches. She hunts and she deflects the ball out of bounds. Not what she wanted in the end, but good of her to not let the ball go long.
Well, it's just a great job by the Tophat defenders to close them down and not give an inch. So often you see teams score goals off of mistakes. So Tophat saying, if you're going to get another goal on us, it's got to be something really special.
Serta. Shores. Faces up. Good feet by Shores. Far side. De La Peruta. Serta. Left foot. Still, now Wilson has it. Shores. Back to Wilson. Good touches here. And up and over. Lundstedt had it. What a build-up from Tophat.
Oh, gorgeous build-up in Lundstedt. It's just got a little bit too big. They had the right idea, went for the right area. I just think put a little bit too much on that ball. But that is a tremendous passing sequence from Tophat to create that opening.
In the waning minutes, too, to have that composure in front of net, to play a couple of those little short passes, little 1-2 there. And so many eyes go to De La Peruta, and Lundstedt steps up, getting in the right place. But unable to get it on frame. Now Tophat's trying to get something else here going. Good one, win by Hitchcock. O'Grady wants to play it through, but Prisic is not going to get on the end of that, especially after all the work she's put in for this 80 minutes.
No, and just played with way too much mustard on that one. But still, the ideas are there and have been there, and when they've connected, it's been really good soccer to watch today.
Yeah, both teams at moments juxtaposing styles, but at times both of them getting the ball on the ground and each scoring one goal, and that's how we're going to end it in a draw. LA Galaxy San Diego scoring first, but it was Tophat in the second half that evened it up. Overall, Mark, great performance by both squads.
Yeah, I think a draw is a very fair result. Tophat showing why they're so highly rated. Great skill, lovely movement, and I think in their top three, so one of the best top threes across the entire development academy, and they showed why today. De La Peruta, Jomba, and Shores were excellent. At the same time, though, the LA Galaxy San Diego, a great team effort. They defended so well as a team, and they moved forward as a team and took their chances when they were presented.
That was in the second minute there. O'Grady getting her 11th goal of the calendar year, or excuse me, of the DA season, and then it was just this work by Jumbo and De La Peruta. De La Peruta's 28th goal with this one, tucking it into the far side. Solid performances from the players that they know are going to step up, O'Grady and De La Peruta, and it's been a good one, a good 80 minutes here to start off the second to last day of the DA Spring Showcase. But we're back for more, 1:30 p.m. Mountain Time. We're going to have another match, so make sure you tune back in for that one. That's it for this first game. LA Galaxy San Diego 1, Tophat 1.